everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you today. We're going to read a story today, Mortimer, by Robert Munch. We will do a game about Mr. Slinky Mouse today, and then I also have a game for us to do some guessing. So we will start with Mortimer. Okay, this is Mortimer. Mortimer just does not want to go to bed. One night, Mortimer's mother took him upstairs to go to bed. Thump, 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 thump. When they got upstairs, Mortimer's mother opened the door to his room. She threw him into bed and she said, "Mortimer, be quiet." Mortimer shook his head. Yes. The mother shut the door and she went back downstairs. Thump, 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 thump. And as soon as she got back downstairs, Mortimer sang. Clang, clang, rattle, ding, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, ding, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Well, Mortimer's father heard all of that noise and he came running upstairs. Thump, 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 thump. As soon as he opened the door, he yelled, "Mortimer, be quiet." Mortimer shook his head. Yes. The father went back downstairs. Thump, 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 thump. And as soon as he got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. All of Mortimer's 17 brothers and sisters heard the noise, and they came running upstairs. Thump, 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 thump. They opened the door and they yelled in a tremendously loud voice, "Mortimer, be quiet." Mortimer shook his head. Yes. The brothers and the sisters shut the door and they went downstairs. Thump, 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 thump. And as soon as they got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. They got so upset that they called the police. 2 policemen came and they walked very slowly up the stairs. Thump, 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 thump. They opened the door and they said in a very deep policeman voice, "Mortimer, be quiet." The policemen shut the door and they went back downstairs. Thump, 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 thump. And as soon as they got to the bottom of the stairs, Mortimer sang. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, gonna make my noise all day. Well, downstairs, nobody knew what to do. The mother got into a big fight with the policemen, and the father got into a big fight with all 17 brothers and sisters. And upstairs, Mortimer got so tired of waiting that he fell asleep. Silly Mortimer. Thank you for sharing that story with me. Now we will do one of my favorite little stories about Mr. Slinky Worm and 5 delicious apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oops. 5 little apples hanging from the tree, teasing Mr. Slinky Worm. Eek, can't eat me. You can't eat me. Along comes Mr. Slinky Worm, as quiet as can be, and nom 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 nom. He eats the light green apple. Now we have how many apples hanging in this tree? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little apples hanging in the tree, teasing Mr. Slinky Worm. You can't eat me. You can't eat me. Along comes Mr. Slinky Worm, quiet as can be, and nom 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 nom. He eats the dark red apple. Now how many apples do we have in our tree? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 little apples hanging in a tree, teasing Mr. Slinky Worm. You can't eat me. You can't eat me. Along comes Mr. Slinky Worm, quiet as can be, and nom 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 nom. He eats the light red apple. Now how many apples do we have left on our tree? 1, 2. 2 little apples hanging in the tree, teasing Mr. Slinky Worm. You can't eat me. You can't eat me. Along comes Mr. Slinky Worm, quiet as can be, and nom 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 nom. He eats the dark green apple. Now how many apples do we have left in the tree? Let's count them. 1. 1 little apple hanging in the tree, teasing Mr. Slinky Worm. You can't eat me. You can't eat me. Along comes Mr. Slinky Worm, quiet as can be, and nom 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 nom. He eats the last orange apple. Now how many apples does Mr. Slinky Worm have in the tree? None. All of the apples are gone. Are you full, Mr. Slinky Worm? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Okay, let's say goodbye to Mr. Slinky Worm. Bye, Mr. Slinky Worm. Okay, now our next game, I have a scarf here, and I have 3 objects. I'm going to set the objects on the surface here. We have a bicycle, a robin, and an elephant. And I'm going to cover these objects, and you are going to guess which object I've taken away. Bibbidi, bobbidi, boo. If you're paying attention, you'll know that I've taken away 1 item. Which item have I taken away? I see the bicycle and the robin, and I have the, if you guessed elephant, you were right. I took away the elephant. Now let's put the elephant back. I'm going to cover them up again. Bibbidi, bobbidi, boo. If you are listening, you'll know that I've taken away 1 object. Can you guess which object I've taken away? I see the robin and the elephant. So it must be the bicycle. If you guessed bicycle, you were right. We'll do it 1 more time. Bibbidi, bobbidi, boo. If you are listening and watching, you'll know that I've taken away 1 item. I see again the robin and the bicycle, which means that I've taken away the elephant. If you guessed elephant, you were right. Well, everybody, thank you for joining me. I hope that you had fun. I know I had fun, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.